Hey YouTube, this is JTech95. So yeah, I was going to be doing that 486 video, adding some upgrades to Windows 3.1, but that kind of fell flat. So basically, I was originally going to do the video using the basic time, 486.33, but I was able to get a hold of a Packard Bell 486 that was graciously lended to me by Mike from Calculate Tech. But I ran into some snags during the setup process, so I had to put that video on hold temporarily while I got some stuff fiddled with the machine, and I'll explain a little bit more of that in the video when I come out with it. But anyway, yeah, today we're going to be doing an install. We're going to be installing Windows 2000 on this Dell Dimension XPS T600r. I've never actually used Windows 2000. I've used, Windows XP, Windows 95, 98, 3.1, 7, Windows 10, obviously. But I've never used Windows 2000. So this is going to be an experience for me as well. So sit back and hang tight, and we're going to get Windows 2000 set up and installed on the Dell Dimension, this time on JTech95.
It travels miles and over many styles from the boondocks. MCs in the place know the vibe is great, so I had to vibrate, seeing sister gyrate.
Everybody is looking for the door to the new economy, but actually, it's a window.
So Windows 2000 was the fifth iteration of the Windows NT operating system. It was originally known as Windows NT 5.0, and it was a direct successor to Windows NT 4.0, which came out several years earlier. It was released in manufacturing on December 15th, 1999, and it was really good. Its counterpart was Windows ME, also known as Mistake Edition. Actually, it was known as Millennium Edition, but they just called it Windows ME. ME was the last version of Windows to incorporate the 9X kernel, which was used with Windows 95, 98, and ME. Windows 2000 and ME both looked incredibly similar. Like, to a point, they almost looked identical. The difference was Windows ME used the 9X kernel, which was still DOS-based. Windows 2000 used the NT kernel. It was a lot more stable than ME, and honestly, it was more stable than 98 or 95, for that matter. Mainstream support for Windows 2000 ended in 2005, and they extended it until 2010. In 2001, it was replaced by Windows XP, which was quite the upgrade. But in my opinion, from what I've heard, Windows 2000 sounded like it was pretty stable. Just about as good as Windows XP, but like I said, I've never actually used it. So this is going to be a new thing for me as well. So let's take a look at the machine we're going to be putting it on, shall we? So this bad boy right here is a Dell Dimension XPS T600r. It's got an Intel Pentium 3 processor inside, and according to the sticker, it was designed for Windows 2000 Professional, as well as NT Workstation 4.0 and Windows 98. So I think this should be a really good machine to put 2000 on. For internals on this machine, we've got a pretty basic Creative CT5803 PCI sound card, as well as an Intel S82557 network card. And for a graphics card in here, we've got an ATI Rage 128 Pro AGP card. So I think that should be more than adequate for Windows 2000. And to top it all off, we've got 256 megs of RAM on board. So again, that should be more than enough. The motherboard inside the machine is a Dell SE440BX-3, and as I said, the processor is a Pentium 3. It's running at 600 megahertz, so it should be perfectly fine for running this machine. I mean, I would hope it would be. There's a sticker on it saying designed for Windows 2000. As for where I got the machine, I actually got it from this small computer store in Owosso, Michigan, not too far away from where I stay at. So yeah, it was a really neat little place. Let's talk about that for a quick minute. So the place is called 10 Computer Repair and More, located in Owosso, Michigan. It's a neat little hole-in-the-wall computer shop that you might miss if you're driving too fast. The owner, Shem, and his co-worker, Justin, are two really nice guys. At this place, they not only sell parts and do repairs on newer computer systems, but they also sell parts and do some things with older machines as well. They've got all sorts of new and old computer parts and peripherals. When I first went to the place, it kind of reminded me of like a computer reset kind of deal here in Michigan. Really neat place, all sorts of stuff. I haven't even grazed the surface at the amount of retro hardware they've got in there. Like I said, they also do new computers as well, but they are an absolute treasure trove of retro machines, hardware, peripherals, pretty much anything you can name. They probably have it or something like it. The guys who work there, Shem and Justin, are two really great guys. They've been awful helpful to me and Mike on our visits there before, and I'm planning on doing a video there here really soon to showcase the place a little bit more in depth and kind of show you guys what the place is all about. I'll put a link in the description down there for the these guys' website, and yeah, as I said, really great couple of guys and a lot of fascinating, fantastic stuff at that place. So check it out if you're ever in the area. But anyway, let's get Windows 2000 installed on this machine and see what it's all about. So let's get this bad boy booted up and get the installation started. There we go, detecting the floppy drive. I love that Dell splash screen there. And here we go. Setup is inspecting your computer's hardware configuration. Awesome. So there we go, getting everything all set up, loading the files. Please insert the disk labeled Windows 2000 Professional Setup Disk 2. So let's get that swapped over really quick. There we go, now it's prompting us for Setup Disk 3. So get that in there. I'm kind of skipping through a little bit of this part here, kind of jumping through, because this part is seeming like it's going to take a while, so I don't want to make this video too terribly boring. So yeah, so we'll kind of speed through this just a little bit. There we go, let's insert Setup Disk 4. And that's the last one, and then the CD-ROM will take over. And here we go, setup is starting Windows 2000. Welcome to Setup. This portion of the setup program prepares Microsoft Windows 2000 to run on your computer. To set up Windows 2000 now, press Enter. Okay. There we go. I don't need to read all that. I agree. There we go. Unformatted. Yes. Install. To continue setup using the selected partition, press C. Setup will ask you again before reformatting the partition. That's fine. Format the partition using the NTFS file system. Okay. And this is going to be a minute, so we'll be right back. So now that it's all done with the formatting, it's starting up the Windows 2000 setup. Let's name our computer here. We'll call it Windows 2000. That should work. Please wait while Windows installs networking components. Okay, now we're setting up the network software so we can connect to the network and the internet. Let's see, typical or custom settings. Let's do custom and see what we can do here. See, client for Microsoft Networks, file and printer sharing, and Internet Protocol TCP/IP. Yep, that's fine. Let's see here. Let's call it MS Home. And here we go, installing the start menu programs and registering components, saving settings, and removing any temporary files used. So let it do its thing here. This kind of reminds me of, it's almost like a mix of the Windows XP setup and the earlier like Windows 95 and 98 setup. It's kind of a mix between the two. At least that's how it looks to me. Now, I'm not sure if it is going to be able to detect video card and sound card drivers right off the bat, but if not, that's not a problem, because I can get them fairly quickly. And here we go, you have successfully completed the Windows 2000 setup. If there's a CD in your drive, remove it, then to restart your computer, click Finish. Alright, so let's get the disk out of there real quick. And we'll hit Finish, and let it reboot. And let's see if this worked. Alright, we got a splash screen. Checking the floppy drive. Starting Windows. There we go. The neat Windows 2000 splash screen. This is pretty cool to me because, like I said, I've never used this, so installing it for the first time, this just feels nice. Feels comfortable, to be honest. Let's see if we have sound. Preparing network connections. Welcome to the Network Identification Wizard. Alright, let's see what we got. Username. Let's see. That's fine. Don't need a password. Finish. Hey, we do have sound. Awesome. Click an icon twice quickly, double click, to open a file, folder, program, or drive. I didn't know that. And no, we don't need that. Cool. Let's see what the computer properties are. There we go. And I forgot to mention earlier, the version of 2000 I installed came with Service Pack 4. So that kind of saved me a step, so I didn't have to install all the other extra stuff, you know. Let's see, let's check out Device Manager. Oh, Hardware Wizard. Oh, nope, that ain't it. Device Manager, there we go. Okay, PCI device and video controller. Okay, so that, I'm guessing this one is the modem. It's in the machine. I forgot to mention that it had a modem. Don't really need that, so I'll probably remove it. And the video controller. So let's real quick get some drivers for that. Well, people, I got it figured out. So I removed the modem card. That was the first problem. The other problem was I don't know what exactly was wrong with that Rage 128 card, but I tried installing the drivers like 2 or 3 times. And I even tried different versions, and no matter what I did, it kept on giving me errors. So I ended up putting my 3DFX Banshee card in there, and it worked just fine to install the drivers right from the CD-ROM. So it seemed to work okay. So now that we got all that done, let's explore Windows 2000 a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change that background. I'm not really a fan of that. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, that's fine. Oop. There we go. Let's see, what do we got for screensavers? Ooh, 3D flower box. Ooh, I like that. I used to always like that one. Sorry, the screen is a little bit slow refresh, as you can see here. It's the only way I could get it to not flicker on my phone's camera. So let's see here. Web effects settings. Let's set that to 32-bit colors and set it to 2024 excuse me, by 768. See how it looks. That's alright. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. It's a little too small. Whoa. I'm going to have to do an adjustment here. Okay. Let's bring this over a little bit here. That's better. And let's bring it down a little bit. Oh, wrong way. I'll adjust it a little bit more later, but that's a lot better. So, let's see. Well, from what I'm seeing, it looks like everything is pretty similar to Windows 98. Let's see, do we have... We do not have games on here. That's a bummer. Not even Minesweeper. That's, yeah, nothing. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Windows 2000 was not designed to play games on it. It was designed to get work done. But yeah, it seems like the Windows 2000 install was a success. So let's get this thing shut down. I may revisit this machine at a different time. I love that startup sound and the shutdown sound. Very majestic. Wish the newer versions of Windows sounded like that. Well guys, that's pretty much it for the Windows 2000 installation video. Sorry if it wasn't very interesting. I'd never worked with Windows 2000 before, so I wanted to get installed on a machine so I could fiddle around with it a little bit and see exactly what there is to see. And what little I saw, it seems like it's pretty darn close to like Windows 98, only on the NT kernel. But I'm going to revisit this machine at a later time. But right now, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I am absolutely exhausted. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get videos out as fast as I would like. Life's been crazy, as I've said in several videos before. Well, I haven't forgotten about you guys. You guys are awesome. We're really quickly approaching 300 subscribers. You guys are absolutely awesome. I love you guys. It's you guys that keep me going, doing these videos on the channel. Just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you guys and how much you guys just mean to me. You guys are fantastic. But yeah, that's about it for the video today. Leave me a comment if you have any remarks or questions on what you just saw in the video today. Leave a like if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. I promise that the next video will be a little bit more interesting. This one was pretty basic, pretty straightforward, but hey, you know, it's something I'd never done before. Windows 2000 is completely new to me, so this was pretty fun, at least to me. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope to see you in the next video. Catch y'all later.